Hey guys, welcome back to Flying in Space with Planet Head. I again had wanted to do a video on my main computer without the extra monitor, hoping that the I could do a data or relic site and see if my system handled it better. Unfortunately, again, I could not find a data or relic site in the area. I'm kind of running short on those recently. But one thing that I did run across, and two things I want to bring up, show you today that I just ran into within the first 30 minutes of playing. Number one is just the topography, maybe, if that's the right word, of Eve and how it amazes me. I remember back when I used to play how it amazed me. When I first saw it, I'll show you what the first thing I saw, and then I started delving a little bit more into it. Maybe might want to do more of that as I explore through the wormholes in places that I go. Um, and then the second part is just talking about Eve players in general and how kind of awesome they are, even though they want to kill you at all times. So that being said, part one. If you've never seen this before, and I'm going to lower this down, maybe you can see it better. If you can see right here, let me zoom in at one. This is, if I'm not mistaken, I might be pointing at the wrong thing, is what's called Caroline's star. If you want to look it up on YouTube, um, it is right over here. Boop. There is a old video. It's about 5 years, actually 7 years old, where they announced Caroline's star. If you want to just watch that, um, but in general, uh, I kind of like the fact that the outside here, when you're looking around at the station or the system, the the anomalies and things like that are not just backdrops. They are actually living items that are out there, and I'll show you here in a second how I can point that out. There is another one. I'm trying to remember the name of it. And if you can remind me, I'm going to go show it to you, but I can't think of the name of it. I don't think it's Caroline Star. I think it's something else. So we're going to go into Wormhole, and it's what got me thinking about this video. But it reminded me of back in the day when um, I first noticed that they had taken the time to do so many little things to make Eve just that much more non-pointy clicky and more livable. And if you watch the last video I did, it was the first inclination in my head as to this isn't just load up a bunch of guns and try to blow up things on. This is you can actually live inside the game. And coming back to it now, I focused more on that. Obviously, you still have to blow things up, but I focused more on playing the game and being part of the game versus worrying about what levels of different things I have. The only reason I skill things up now is so that I can try new things, which is really a lot of fun. If you ever get into a rut, I would suggest trying that out. But this is Caroline Star if you want to check that out. The thing that got me going back in the day was the following, and it's really simple up here. If you notice this, I hope you can see it on my screen here. It's this line, and a lot of you probably already know this, but when I first noticed it years ago, it blew my mind. And what it is I've got my autopilot set for going from my current home station to my new home station, my rental property, or my I guess it would be my timeshare out in Stain. If you notice, it's 44 jumps, but they've actually got here, and this is crazy. Two things to look at. This is the opening route. It isn't the full route, but if you notice, each one of these stars actually involves um, the route that I will have to travel to get out to Stain. It's probably the first, looks like about 10, 15 stars that I get to go for the 44. But if you also notice, it starts off here, and if I think I'm right with this, it goes from yellow. Notice here on my autopilot here. It's yellow because that's a low-sec system. Over to green through all of these. So that is just that little nuance that you can throw into the game, and then it changes back into a lighter green down here. A little nuance that you can see where they've actually, and this is where I really respect the creators of the game. Now, this might have been something simple. Was it something that they planned 20 years ago? I have no idea, or 10 years ago. Um, it's just something that blows me away. So what I wanted to show you here was the last part, and we're going to jump into the wormhole that I found here when I was searching for some relic sites. I think it was, where's my notepad there? So it was this one here, WPY is the wormhole that I went into. So basically I went into this wormhole trying to find a relic or a data site just to do something while I was getting ready for the day. Oh, it is getting near lunchtime. I talk about food way too much. But long story short, we'll jump in here. And the beauty of what I saw for the first time was just awesome. And I thought I would just make a video about that and then come back over here and talk about the players of Eve and how they're freaking awesome. So we're going to enter the wormhole here. And we'll go back over to general. Did it again. Gotta get off of that. There we go. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, so the wormhole from Hast Team goes into J12. I did set up a save spot here, which I'm going to go to just to be a little bit careful. If you notice, I tried to scan down some sites here. Maybe there'll be a new one that popped up. Nope. Oh, is that what it? Maybe that's what it is. Well, we're going to try. So I warped in here. There were a couple wormholes. There was one relic site, but it's a Forgotten Frontier site. So it's defended. I don't have the ability to fight those guys off. Everything that I've read says these are more so used for ratting versus actually doing the site itself, but I've never actually done one, so that is a goal way down the road. But the thing I wanted to show you, hopefully, is this right here. See that? So I'm wondering, I don't think it's that solar cell. Warp within 100? Maybe it is that. I'll warp within 100 of this solar cell. Nope, it isn't. Okay, I'm going to have to get away from the solar cell soon. I'm sorry. So, and maybe you guys can tell me once I don't die here, we got to get back out of into our save spot. Hopefully, just don't one-shot me. That's pretty cool. Okay, cool. So the thing I was wondering here was just the beauty of this. They've got the now the site has a class 3 pulsar effect. Now my original thought was this is not the sun. This is not the actual sun of the system. Where are you, Mr.? There is the sun right there. My original thought was that the suns were the ones that affected whatever the effects were in each one of these wormholes. But now I'm looking over here and I'm seeing this pulsar. You cannot warp to this pulsar. It is just, I think it's what this is because that's too close. I originally thought this was that I was closer to Caroline Star, which if you watch the video is out in Jove space, which is you can't get to. But I'm assuming that that's what this is. If it's not, maybe it's something else. But just the beauty of that right there, I mean, that's pretty cool. The fact that they just don't lump this in, they throw something into each one of these each one of these systems um, is just amazing. Um, but so I was a little bit off there. So that is kind of a, I don't know, I didn't have anything else to scan down. I could go into maybe some other wormholes today, but I'll probably do that later on today. Um, what I did want to do is head back home here. So we're going to warp 20. And I just want to show you, I want to talk a little bit about the awesomeness of um, people in Eve. um, a long story short, from the videos I've made, the 5 guys who watch the videos, I think it might be up to 6 now. Um, I had a couple of guys just recently. Um, one guy actually joined the corporation, which is cool. Uh, Talked about that in the last video. The Another guy sent me some station containers. Um, and then we were talking in local later on the next day. I try not to say names too much because I'm bad at them, not because I'm protecting anonymity. Um, uh, but That's awesome. I was talking about how whenever you make your new corporation, you can create the divisions, but down the road you can make station containers and use those. He gave me the station containers, 5 of them, so I can practice with those and mess around with them, and I'll probably do a video down the road for those to organize things a little bit better as I'm accumulating things. And then while we're talking in local, another guy comes into system, and we were talking about dragoons and how I was skilling into them, but not that I was um, skilling into them because that's my neck. I'm learning. I know how to fly a dragoon. Years and years ago, I used to fly Glente ships with drones. But we were talking about it, and the other guy was like, "Oh, you must be new." And he gave me a dragoon. He builds them. Just offhandedly, great guy. um, and uh, so I, all the time I'm being chased all over the place. People are trying to kill me, and then the next day, random guys who aren't part of my corporation or aren't part of my group are giving me things to get better at the game, so they can probably blow me up later on, um, which is great. It's awesome. That's one of the things with, especially veterans of the game that have been playing it for 10 years. They want other people to play. And I think that's why I make these videos, is to show people that there's another side of it that you can. It's one of the reasons why I make these videos. One of them, I just like to hear myself talk. Um, but uh, it's the fact that um, the people in this game are so cool. And the people who last in the game are so cool. I have to say that. You're going to have some fly-by-nighters um, in any game, but the people who are in this game for so long are amazing. I've had so many offers of different things for help. Down the road, I may take some of those up. One of the Another reason why I try to do these videos is to show how you can have fun without investing a lot. Um, and that's also time. As you've seen, I work a lot of hours at work. A lot of people think you have to sit at an MMO or a game and spend hours and hours at it. Um, I can do 30 minutes a day and have fun with it, and then go mow the lawn, and then do the dishes, and then um, uh, I would say play with my dog, but she passed away. Um, but other than that, and then I can come back and play again. Or I can go play The Long Dark. I don't care. I'm rambling now. But long story short, I woke up today, got some coffee, booted up Eve, had 2 great guys come into system, and were awesome. And helping me out and giving me ideas on different things. Anytime you have conversation, and that is what Eve is all about, I think. So I'm going to keep working toward slowly incrementing different things in these videos. I definitely think I want to either create a chat channel or a Discord channel, something like that, to get it up and running, so I can get more and more people talking uh, from different levels, so that people get help like I just got help today. So um, I know I didn't do a whole lot in this video. It's more of an homage to Eve and homage to the players. But I hope you guys are having a great week. And I would like to do more videos like this down the road. But if I do them, they'll be a lot more structured. But other than that, sooner or later I will find a relic or data site that I can test out my computer system issues. Um, until then, fly safe, fly dangerously, fly however that you want, and you guys have a great day. Bye bye.